Yeah, it was great to be back in the Coliseum. It's been almost a couple years since we played here. I thought the fans were terrific. A lot of Virginia Tech fans, but even more VCU fans, and they gave us a lot of energy. Our guys really practiced well for the two days that we practiced leading up into this game. I think that carried over into how we played. When you have a team of guys that are still kind of finding themselves and figuring out their role, you have to be better in practice first before you can make strides in the game. And I think that's what went on for us this week, and I'm proud of our guys for that.
What was that the best game you've seen Melvin play here?
It's the best game he's shot. He's really shot the ball well. I told him with about 10 minutes left, you might as well try to break Troy Daniels' record of 11 threes. He didn't get enough up. Troy got 20 up in that game where he hit 11. But I thought he did a nice job on defense too. He was locked in. He got a couple of steals, and I thought he did a nice job, for stretches defending some of their guards that are very good shooters. This is probably the best game that we've played so far this year. We're 13 games in. I thought that our guys really showed a lot of spirit and energy early, and then we didn't really let up. We kept going with that, and it carried through. We've had our moments this year where we've played well for stretches of 6, 8, 10 minutes, but then we've let up. And I didn't think tonight there was as much for let up. Our guys, again, it's a carryover from practice. We've been working on a lot of things in practice, and more than anything, our mentality, our mindset, and that showed tonight.
Scott, what do you have to do now to keep this going, keep playing like this?
Yeah, it doesn't really work that way. I mean, it'd be great if you could flick a switch and play this way every single game. If I could do that, then every year we'll probably win 35 or more games. But because I think the way we played tonight, I think we can play with just about anybody. But what we have to do as players and as coaches is learn from what brought us success, just like we need to learn from what brought us setbacks in former games, in previous games, and down to the smallest detail. Been watching a lot of interviews lately with Kobe Bryant and sharing them with our guys, and he talks a lot about self-assessing and being able to look in the mirror and see, what it is that you're doing well, what it is you need to do better, and really taking a look at yourself. And our guys respect him, obviously, and respect guys in the NBA, so we try to use that with our guys.
You've had your fair share of prolific runs. Where's 37-2, 31 straight points?
Is that what it was, 37-2?
Yeah. 31 in a row. 31 straight points.
It was fun. I told our guys, I said, if you guys want to press tonight, then you can make this game a lot of fun. And I think and I told them, I said, don't answer by saying, yes, we want to press. Answer by the energy you show and the way that you get after the ball. And I thought they did a great job of that. So I guess that ranks, right up there with the run that we had against George Mason in the same building a couple of seasons ago.
What made that press so effective in forcing turnovers, and also what made it a cold shooting night for them once they on a possession where they did keep the ball, they didn't shoot well anyway.
Well, they still ended up shooting 9 for 20 from 3. So I thought, we don't want to give up 9 threes. And they made a couple at the end. They made one at the very end. But I think what made the press effective was our energy and activity. We really got our hands on the basketball. I'm not sure what our final number was, but at the half we had 20 deflections, which is the most we've had in a half this season. So just activity, getting our hands on the basketball, closing traps. When you dedicate 2 guys to the ball, it can either be a really good thing because you close the trap down and you force the guy into a turnover or a tie-up or some type of mistake, or it can be a really bad thing because you've taken 2 of your guys and put them on the ball and then they pass out of it, and now you're playing in an outnumbered situation. So tonight, we made it a good thing. In other games, Northern Iowa comes to the top of my head. Too many times, that was a bad thing. So just got to keep getting better.
The in-state ACC teams, what does that mean for
Well, first of all, it's just terrific that we get a chance to play them. I don't know when the last time. I know it was 80-something was the only other time that VCU has beaten both Virginia and Virginia Tech, but I don't know even when the last time was that we played. I think it goes back to the 90s. So appreciate the opportunity to play them, and I think when you get an opportunity, then you have to seize it. And I think our guys did a nice job seizing the opportunity at UVA and then seizing the opportunity tonight. And these are teams that obviously are in probably the best conference in the country. They're teams that I think both of them are going to win certainly their share of games this year. And for us to be able to beat them, it means a lot for our program. I'm not really big on the whole state of Virginia comparison because, when you're a college basketball coach or a player, you don't compare yourself to the rest of the state. You compare yourself to your league, and you compare yourself, if you're fortunate enough to make the NCAA tournament, to the best teams in the country.
Chuck, obviously Melvin's shooting and scoring was huge, but about Javante's aggressiveness and the fact that he was really engaged in it.
Yeah, I think you guys owe it to him to write some nice things about him because, me included, we were all very hard on him after the last game. And I thought that, Melvin obviously put up a big number, but Javante was as important as anybody on our team tonight. Just a different spirit, body language, talk, energy, went out after rebounds, and I thought he did a really nice job overall of just leading our team in all those little areas that don't necessarily find the stat sheet, but contribute to winning.
I think you feel like Melvin was kind of due for a game like this. He gave him a reputation of being a shooter.
Well, I think he was due for a game like this. He's a guy that works on his shooting a lot. We came in here last night and we made it optional for our guys. So probably about half of them came. And Melvin always comes when we have optional shooting. He always gets extra shots up. And I don't think he missed last night when we came in here. We were here. I just sat on the side talking to Stan Van Gundy because he's doing a game on TV. And the assistant coaches were shooting with the guys. We were here for about an hour. Guy didn't miss a shot. So coming into the game today, multiple guys in our staff said he's going to have a big night tonight. So I guess in that sense he was due for one. He's a guy that, again, we don't want him to hesitate. We want him to shoot the ball. He can be just as good of a shooter as Troy Daniels was for us, but he's just got to learn that when that thing comes, you can't wait and hesitate. You got to fire it if you got it.
Next question here. Coach, you're kind of joked about the last time you came here, brought back great memories when you won the CAA championship. What is it about playing in this building specifically trying to get the guys, maybe having a staff to work on that?
Well, I think the fans is the biggest thing. If we played in this building and it was empty, it wouldn't be the same. But obviously we had just an unbelievable advantage when we played in the CAA tournament here. And our fans, you talk about a six-man. That's really what you're talking about here. So, the Siegel Center is one atmosphere and environment, and we love it, and we've been pretty successful there. But we're a mile away. So, fans, we're happy to make the drive or the walk, and that's the biggest thing. There's no real magic other than that. Just our fans were great. I think our guys, one of the things I didn't even think about, but our guys, the juniors and seniors, talked about the success that they've had in this building. So, when you feel good because of past success, sometimes that helps you play good.